In this episode, we're going to be going over the week 4, not the week, but the week 4 matchups, everything that happened, and how it relates to fantasy football. A lot went down.
And Monday Night Football, Adams isn't playing, Julio Jones and Ridley expected to play, and how depressed I am. So if you want to know how depressed I am and why I'm depressed, then, you should watch the show.
Let's get into it.
Welcome to the Fantasy Football Brothers. Let's meet your host. From the cold and harsh distant land of Mother Russia, lover of romantic walks from his bed to his couch, Boris Wagner. From the sunshine state of California, lover of barbershops and sleeping in, Richard Wagner. Thank you for joining the Fantasy Football Brothers for another episode.
Welcome into another episode of the Fantasy Football Brothers. My name is Richard Wagner.
And I'm Boris Wagner.
The lovely, lovely Boris Wagner. I'm going to try this video to get his spirits up. He's feeling pretty down. Oh, what a week. I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry.
It's very positive for my friend and brother Richard. Very, very negative. I thought, okay, you know what? Boris, you got this. You got the second pick in most of your leagues. You got Saquon out of the season. Okay, you know what? We pivoted. We got Austin Eckler. Okay. And then Austin Eckler comes down. And at first I'm like, there was some doctor injuries saying that it could be a possible ACL tear. And it's not, so I should be thankful. But honestly, like, the injury is so bad with hamstrings that he honestly might not be like himself at all this whole season. So it's so depressing. My top 2 guys are those guys, and I don't even know if football should even be on at this point.
Fantasy football is a crazy, crazy thing, man. The freaking ups and downs that comes with it is insane. I mean, it's 1 week you are feeling like you're on top of the world,
you're the king.
And then the next week you feel like you just got shot 10 times and your freaking wife just left you because you gambled all your money away.
Right.
It is a freaking wild, wild west. But, I think the most important thing is to learn from it, not get caught up. But how can you not,
Definitely
man?
Yeah, like the one thing people were like, first of all, don't play in 7 leagues. Play in 4 to 5. I'm like, okay, I can for sure see that.
Honestly,
okay,
the more leagues, the better.
whatever. And the thing is, like, diversify, right? You were saying diversify.
Right, diversify.
But the thing is, like, with my second pick, like, what the things that happened there, perspired there, like, I didn't have like a Chubb, or like I couldn't go anywhere, even though Chubb is like at this point, if I got Chubb.
Right.
I'm just saying, like, I had to get Austin Eckler in that spot, and I had to get Barkley, in my mind, at least.
Well,
like,
also the case of, I mean, Barkley's a little better, because you only got him in 3 out of the 7, right?
And this one I got 4.
But 4, I think you said 5.
No, 4.
Yeah, so I could see it, man. They
It's
were
just I
in
couldn't do anything, man. Like,
but maybe next year you take this in account and grab, Zeke with one of them instead of going Barkley 3 times.
Yes, the one thing I
Or-
should have done is probably got Elliott in more
And
leagues.
just one out
one
of
more
the
other.
3.
I mean, I have
where
him
you
in
got
2 leagues, but I
Saquon.
should have got him maybe in 3.
Oh, well, then you have him in 2. So then you're good. Yeah, you kind of.
I mean, I just couldn't do anything.
it's
like,
unavoidable.
It's
at
unavoidable.
this point.
I wish I did, like, as much as I wanted the first or second pick, I wish I didn't get it.
Yeah,
This
I mean,
often.
so yeah, the only thing is, it pretty much comes down to, like, I feel like diversifying is important, but you should never be picking a player over another player that you have higher. If you have a player higher than
Right.
the other player, just because you're diversifying, I think when
Right.
that comes,
I think if it's close, if the
that's
players
when
are
you
close,
when you have a hard decision to make, and there's 2 people,
Right.
you
Absolutely.
then that's where you want to go, one here, one here, one here, one here. Or
at
if
this
they're in
point,
the
I
same
want to just
tier.
go to hell. I want to see what it's all about. I want to see what it's cracked about. I want to see if I can handle it, because that's where I feel like I am right now. And if this is hell, then I guess it's not too bad.
For sure. But some crazy, crazy injuries, super sad. And Monday Night Football, we're going to be going over that. Sucks I have Devontae in 2 leagues and Julio in 3. I'm glad Devontae is the one sticking out, but I'm glad that they're sticking him out. We'll talk more about him later. And yeah, a lot of different stuff happens. So yeah, let's just get into the news. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
News.
So the big one, Austin Eckler, grade 2 hamstring, out for 4 to 6 weeks. Honestly, this is better than I expected. I thought it was going to be a season-ending.
Definitely
injury.
positive news, honestly.
I would say very
if he
positive.
somehow makes it even in the, 4 to 6 weeks, he could come in 4 weeks.
Right.
And at this point, the way I look at it is like, hopefully you're praying for him to come back after his bye in week 11th. You just hopefully have an IR spot, which in
Right.
one league I actually don't, which is so depressing. But hopefully you have IR spots, and you're just grateful that he's not out for the whole season, man.
100%. And we're going to be going over more tomorrow in our waiver wire show, but Joshua Kelly becomes a pretty big pickup.
Yeah, and honestly, I am probably I have to be, but I'm probably more high on Justin Jackson than a lot of other people. I just think
No,
that
I'm
like
high on him.
yeah, I just think he was supposed to be the running back too. And then he was injured and all these things happened, and Kelly actually, had a couple of good games, whatever. But in a committee, man, where there's a rookie, and clearly game week after week we see like the guy that like a certain thing that you expect to happen is not always going to be
Yeah,
what
it's called
expected.
the fantasy football gods.
Right, exactly.
If you want something, they'll do the opposite.
right,
So you pretty much
I
have
would
to.
say pick. I think they're both must start.
I think
picks.
they're both.
Kelly's
both
definitely not
must-
going to be available anywhere,
Yes.
but Justin Jackson should be.
I think in terms of if you have
if you have great
if
wide,
you have great running backs,
yeah, you
I
should.
wouldn't be spending
Yeah,
my waiver wires.
absolutely,
On Kelly, I would though. On Kelly, I 100% would. I mean, I think.
because there's a higher chance of Kelly being the guy.
Right.
I agree.
But I definitely still picking him up. Nick Chubb, the other huge injury
Literally looked like nothing.
on IR.
On nothing.
Literally, he walked up smiling to Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, he
Probably
was like,
missing
"Yo, homie,
6 weeks.
Yo, homie, like it's chill. You got this for this game. You know what I'm saying?
I got Kareem Hunt in my biggest league, so I'm not saying that, you know what I mean? But I'm not saying I ain't. But, like,
I hear you, man.
it's feel pretty good. You know what I
I'm
mean?
glad that I got all the way to hell and then you went to heaven. So we both get to see the
Yeah, based on
perspective.
with that and Jefferson actually doing good again, and yeah, it's good. It's good for
it's
sure.
good for you. Good shit. Good shit.
I'm glad they're sitting Devontae. Speaking of Devontae Adams is not playing. I'm actually very glad. If you're a Devontae owner, listen. As much as you wanted to win this week, they should be doing this for Julio too, man. Like, you want them sitting them out. You do not want them playing. Devontae Adams pretty much.
Devontae Adams is 100 because they're 3-0.
Right.
The thing is with Atlanta, bro, it's like a must.
I know. That's
must
why
win.
that's why they're doing it.
Right.
And you don't want Julio playing where he's a little bit hobbled for him to get
Absolutely.
re-injured.
Yeah, if he
Devontae
gets
Adams.
injury, yeah,
Devontae
it
Adams
sucks.
wanted to play. I don't know if you know this. He in his tweet he said, "I guess some people know my body better than. I guess some people think they know my body better than me."
Damn, he's upset.
He's upset.
I mean,
yeah.
of course, he's a gamer,
Yeah,
man.
he's a gamer. So, I you should be happy. It definitely sucks if you relied on him, but see if Tonyan's
So he
on
should
your
be. I
waiver
mean,
wire.
yeah, it sucks for 2 weeks. You're not gonna have him, but hopefully, I mean, for sure, I look at it like for sure he's gonna be
Yeah, you're
100%.
gonna have a wide receiver one,
Yeah.
top 5 wide receiver when
if
he
he
comes
doesn't
back.
get re-injured, because we know how much,
Especially with
injury-prone he
Lazard
is.
being out. I mean, the guy's a clear cut wide receiver one when
Yeah.
he comes back. So if Tonyan's on I would take him. Maybe Demarcus Robinson. I shoot a shot on him.
Demarcus Robinson,
Right, because he's playing today. I'm saying pivots. I would if
Hardman.
if Hardman, Demarcus, or Watkins, if any of them are on your waiver wire, I'd be throwing them in. Tonyan, if James
Tonyan's
White
definitely
somehow was dropped,
one of my favorites. Honestly,
hopefully you have Edelman.
even Harris. I know it sounds crazy, but like with Michelle out,
N'Keal Harry, I'd be probably if
N'Keal
he's
Harry.
there.
potential.
CMC could be active week 6, man. It's pretty crazy. Seems like I kind of knew this
You
was
mean
gonna
week
happen.
5?
Week 6.
You said in a week.
No, he's sitting this week. He has to be on a week. I'm saying after this week he could
Right,
be
right.
active.
Okay.
It's pretty crazy, man. I mean, I kind of expected it because like when you take these crazy athletes, like especially a guy like Christian McCaffrey, I feel like nothing even bothers him. Like you're just like, all right,
He's like they're saying I have to sit. I'll sit.
literally,
Whatevs.
literally. I mean, born in Colorado, or grew up in Colorado,
Hey,
got that
it's our
oxygen.
neighbor. He's probably our neighbor, bro.
Probably. Tua might be the starter. This definitely puts a drench in our dynasty league where we have Fitz. But yeah, man, Devontae's been eating, so this is a little bit scary for him.
But if Tua's who Tua is, the thing that at least what I like is unless somehow he just miraculously goes, Preston Williams is my guy completely, and I love
Right.
him. I think the Parker should at least get the targets. I don't know
course.
how much of them he can catch.
Yeah, I mean, Tua was
But
a great
Tua,
quarterback.
yeah, and he was pretty accurate. So
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Kenyon Drake left the game early with 3 minutes left, but he practiced today. Seems like he just got the wind
Guys,
knocked
he
out
got
of him.
30 yards.
Yeah,
finished
really
with
bad game. We'll
3.5 points.
go over that later, but yeah, man.
No
Chase
catches.
Edmonds
Yikes.
only got 4 rushes, 16 yards, but he did get 6 targets. Drake from 4 games, Drake has gotten 5 targets, all 4 games.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be a pretty big waiver wire pickup if no one has him. We'll be going over that more tomorrow. Sony Michelle ruled out. We said that already. I think you did. And then
I did.
Calvin
Yeah.
and Julio Jones both expected to play.
Hopefully they
It's a
don't
little
play
bit scary.
'cause I'm playing Richard.
Yeah, but 42 points even between Matt
No,
Ryan, Clyde, and Kansas City. I think that's a lock. Hopefully.
Lock
Praying.
didn't do good for you, so
Who?
Lock.
Drew Lock? That guy's long gone.
You know who I'm talking about.
No, I don't actually.
Lock it.
Oh, lock it.
Yes, sir.
We'll be going over that later as well. So let's break down what happened on Sunday. We're just gonna go through all the games. First one, Saints versus the Lions. The Saints beat them 35-29. It was a pretty good game. Alvin Kamara didn't have that 45-point game that we were expecting.
Murray, man.
But he did good. Yeah, Murray.
I think that if they're in close games, that's the thing. Like, what do you expect? You know, what do you look at them as as a team? With Michael Thomas in the game now, when he's gonna start playing, I like him. I like Murray for the season. I just do.
First of all, he's rostered, so 100%.
No, for sure. I'm saying if you have him.
If you have him, of course, I would say, but just based off Alvin Kamara's injury, I mean, like I would never be like comfortable starting him. Like it'd be like a Dobbins start.
It just depends on the matchups.
I agree, and even with the matchup, it's still like a Dobbins start where like yes, he could get you a good
better
game.
Than Dobbins.
Like I don't like. I mean, he got like 5, 6, and 6 the past 2 games. So
because they were. I'm saying it depends on what you're thinking. They're going to. I'm saying they were behind games.
Right.
If you think they're not, if they're gonna be like in games,
but they can be behind. They can be ahead. Like
ahead, I would. Yeah, I don't know. It's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. In terms of the Lions ball, Kenny Galladay balled out. I think.
I think he got like 5, 6 receptions and a TD.
Matthew. By the way, Drew Brees.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, I have him in so many leagues, and every time I can't even tell Richard this because he's.
Kenny Galladay balled out, man.
He got 17, 18 points. You gotta be happy for that.
Yeah, you have to because he doesn't have Michael Thomas.
Right. Yeah, I'm excited. I think he is also. I said this earlier. He's a great buy low candidate, knowing that Michael Thomas.
Kenny Galladay 8 targets, 4 receptions, 62 yards, 1 TD. So he definitely had a game. The TD
I mean,
helped
it's fine.
him.
Yes, I think it was. I think he'll be fine, man.
For sure.
Forward. Yeah, I mean, no one in that running, like honestly, the running backs still like Peterson. I think got
Swift, man, 15 points. I mean, he did
because of that
do
touchdown,
it off that touchdown, but he got 4 targets, 4 receptions, and 30 yards.
I'm saying
so
if you can depend, if you depend on that, because he's not getting runs. Peterson also it's just no one, bro. Like Carrion, I think got several. Peterson only got like 12 or 13 rushing attempts. Like I just don't want anyone.
For sure, 100%. Chargers versus Buccaneers. That was so sad to see Tom Brady come back and beat them.
Yeah. What's his name? Looks like the real deal to
Herbert?
me. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
I
great.
love him.
But they're also like
5 rushing attempts also, man. He's just I get it. I just like him. I like his swag. I like him.
His swag too. He's definitely way better than I expected him coming out of college.
If they have the I'm gonna say the huevos to be like just because they're losing these games and the understanding and not being like an actual good football like organization to be like they even have the notion to sit him over the other guy when clearly he's the future, it would be just disgusting. Yeah,
100%. And then like we say, in that backfield, man, super super sad. I'm sorry, Boris, but Joshua Kelly and Justin Jackson definitely big pickups. Keenan Allen had a really good game. 12 targets, 8 receptions, 62 yards.
Just didn't get the touchdown.
He's looking like the Keenan Allen from freaking last year, and it's really annoying because I didn't get him, and he was going so late in drafts. Yeah. What a steal.
Yep.
On the Bucs side of the ball, Tom Brady just freaking torched. Like
Mike
what?
Evans went ape.
Insane.
I knew
man.
it. I mean, definitely a easy top 10 play.
Scotty Miller has the second depth of target, only behind Calvin Ridley in the league right now. So I think you could be actually starting him. He just
we should rewind into what I was talking about. The scooter. That scooter before. I mean, I was like, I didn't say this because like, oh my god, I knew something that other people didn't know.
Yeah.
In my mind, if Tom Brady is talking about working out with a guy that looks like Edelman, that looks like Wes Welker, this looks like the same guy and he's already like, I'm just saying he looks like him.
It's a little bit.
What you're saying is racist?
No, I'm kidding.
No, I'm just saying like just the feel, like the
sure,
build of him. He's like a small dude. He's a slot. He's
yeah.
fast.
Even though he wasn't playing in the slot.
I think he probably plays like in and out.
Right, but it's majority
Outside.
My boy Watson. when he's
Right.
playing.
And Watson, I'm probably nothing.
Yeah,
So yeah, I do like Scotty Miller.
Tom
I
Brady,
think
sorry.
I like him in the in the long run. I think he's a decent flex play week to week.
Yeah, and then in the backfield, man, Ronald Jones was looking pretty freaking good. And then just crapped out like that whole backfield.
I don't want that
no
backfield.
one.
Yeah.
And then OJ Howard, we actually didn't go over this in the news.
Right,
Out
season
for
ending.
the season. Gronk potential, but like I would never bet on it.
No.
But
I just think
potential.
that again that opens up the other wide receivers. I think that helps Scotty Miller.
For
'cause
sure.
They need to throw the ball somewhere.
Jaguars versus the Bengals. Oh my God! If you played Joe Mixon this week, I am so sorry. I played him and it was
played him.
disgusting.
Yep, played him in my highest league. Literally lost. So the way the league R works is that you get extra points for all this stuff. So not only was he like in other leagues, I don't know, got like 40 points. In my league, got 55.
But that doesn't matter 'cause your players get that.
Right,
as well.
right. So yeah, 55 points for Mixon. Very nice.
Yeah, I played.
Very
I played
nice.
a Mixon, Kamara, and OBJ stack, and it was very,
Yeah,
very.
Whoever
very
played
nice.
OBJ, whoever played Mixon. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. In terms of Mixon, how you feeling? Like, to me, I think he's a great buy low if you can still buy him low. People who aren't that, and honestly, I think he is a great sell high if you can
I'm
sell him
still
high.
at the same place. Like in my mind,
He's just
I was like maybe this game, maybe last game, like he was gonna get pretty good, because I mean this game script is there where they can like they're not gonna be playing from behind. Hopefully, you would
Yeah.
think.
Is that possible that he can be a buy low and a sell high? 'Cause I do both.
Let me just tell you something. In this world, in this universe that we live in the Milky Way galaxy, anything is possible.
Yeah, and it looks like T. Higgins is a monster. But before we get to that, Tyler Boyd, man, Tyler Boyd is just freaking the real deal.
Yeah, I mean clearly, what others have said. I just don't want to believe it. I mean clearly he favors the slot. He favors the young pieces. AJ Green just doesn't look himself. Doesn't look that good.
It's not that he favors him. AJ Green just looking bad.
Yeah, sucks.
Um,
Just depressing. For
Yeah,
me.
T. Higgins is looking like an AJ Green. He's looking.
He was
like the
taking the
future.
spot. Yeah, taking his spot anyways. So
Yeah. In terms of the Jag side of the ball, Robinson had a good game.
yeah, he just didn't get his TDs.
Didn't get his
Other than
TDs.
that,
Great, solid game for you.
Points.
DJ Shark, man, coming back this game.
Let me just say
looking
one
good.
positive. One positive. Okay, when I told Richard, I was like DJ Shark over Marquise Brown. I was gonna put him.
yes,
Richard looked at me and he said, "Boo boo, you're looking like a."
and I would
poo-poo."
never do it again.
I would do
I would never
week
do
to
it.
week, all day,
0%.
every single day.
No, now, sure. I'm saying based on what happened up to that week, no.
For sure. And did he ball out? Like 8 for 9, 2 TDs, looking like a champ
I'll give
against
Boris,
Bengals,
I'll
baby.
give Boris all of that.
Against
yes, you get
Bengals. Let's
Literally.
go.
Vikings versus Texans. Vikings are back, man. They beat the Texans 31-23.
Texans just look so trash.
So trash. So that's what happens when you lose your number one wide receiver.
Yeah. They're like, DJ's gonna help us. Play that song. DJ, play that song.
Adam Thielen, man, what a great game from him and Justin Jefferson, my boy. I told Boris, guys, you didn't see our fight. We had a huge fight off camera.
You already know who won.
I was telling him Justin Jeff about to break out. Justin Jeff, number one waiver wire
Like
pickup
he's
last week.
gonna get some acne. He's
Justin
breaking
Jeff be looking sexy. He is the 1B. Clearly, that offense is clearly back. Dalvin Cook's looking really good.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm surprised. They should make a pretty.
I know. That's
They
why
should.
when people were saying, "Oh, I'm concerned," like there was no question in my mind that I was concerned
For
that
sure.
Dalvin Cook isn't freaking Dalvin Cook. Kirk Cousins, yes, a little bit, maybe not the best quarterback, but Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson are pretty great wide receivers.
I think he's a good quarterback. I think he's not the best fantasy quarterback. I
Right.
think you would say that more.
No, I was saying I was.
I mean,
yes,
the other
that.
games he was bad, but I'm saying
Right.
overall he's a great.
I think he's
great
a
quarterback.
good quarterback. Like
Yeah.
he can get you there. Like
For
is he gonna be a game changer?
No, he's not
but he
like,
can
oh my
get you
god,
there.
but he's like consistently good.
Right. NFL revises COVID-19 protocols, possible forfeits for violation, longer onboarding for free agents, ban on external gatherings. So that's cool.
External gatherings, no more.
No
Dude,
more.
I'm not
And on the
watching
Texans
football.
side of the ball, Will Fuller looks like the real deal. Yeah.
Real deal, no
Torch.
pickle.
Brandon Cooks,
Yep.
nothing.
Brandon Cooks. I played him against you. Pivoted.
Deshaun Watson.
Pivoted. It was gonna put potentially Gage, potentially Ward. Pivoted to my man Cooks. He ran like the most. What was it like? He ran like potentially all the snaps, right? Was it like all the snaps, Cooks, and then
Brandon Cooks ran on 39
Out
of
of
the
the 40.
49 dropbacks.
40,
So
39 to
seems
40.
like he just can't get open. 39 out of the 40.
Yeah. He said
Seems like he
49.
just can't get open, man. Or Deshaun Watson's not looking his way.
I just think he's not looking his way. I think he can get open. He's he's a great player.
He's a great player. I'd have to rewatch that game to
Yeah,
it's the
yeah,
same
yeah.
one.
Red zone, you gotta chill with playing. We gotta stop red zoning
right.
'cause we need to watch every game, man.
Literally. Deshaun Watson. See, he can get it done, man. I was
Oh,
telling
yeah,
people
easy.
he's gonna get it done. He
For
doesn't
sure.
need Hopkins. There's other ways he can do it.
Yeah.
He's just a great quarterback.
Yeah.
So that's good at least. Seahawks versus Dolphins is a close game.
Tyler Lockett, bro.
Tyler Lockett just completely
He
dudded.
said what? He said,
I think
wait,
that's
I'm playing for the
because-
team? Am I playing for the team?
I think that's because, man, it's kind of scary. Like, as good as Amari Cooper and Tyler Lockett are doing, it's kind of scary having them because I feel like there's a chance that there's like 6 wide receivers who score a touchdown. You know what I mean? Like, those quarterbacks are so insane right now in throwing that it's
Right,
just
but for now, at
dispersing.
least, for now, not Lockett, other than this game, I guess, just Amari Cooper has been, like, efficient with targets,
I mean,
wise.
Lockett has been insane.
Right.
So it's like the
For
same
sure.
thing. Yeah, look at this. You say one thing about his boy. he's
Metcalf,
fucking-
right, whatever. Metcalf,
Metcalf
still balling.
still balling.
Still balling.
Listen, you still gotta Tyler Lockett,
Balling.
still gotta go him over Metcalf.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Carson expected not to play and then plays. Carlos Hyde doesn't
Then
play.
gets
and then
concussion. No,
gets a
then gets a
concussion,
concussion.
then comes
Still
back
plays.
and drops you 25 points. What the freaking heck? Yeah,
it's-
man. Locked and loaded running back. One for the future. I think whether or not they
Yeah.
give him the carries or not, he's gonna be productive with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Greg Olsen actually did good. I know we haven't been talking about
5
tight ends a
targets.
lot,
I
but
mean,
Greg Olsen.
he's decent.
Listen, we haven't been
Talking
talking
about good.
We haven't been talking to tight ends a lot because you pretty much just want Kelsey or Kittle at this point.
Yeah.
Even though Mark
And
Andrews
Waller. I think Waller's just
and
right
Waller.
there.
And
To
Mark
me,
Andrews,
Waller is the top. Those are the top 3, and then Andrews is just like
well,
touchdown dependent. in my
touchdown
mind.
dependent, and he got 2, I believe. This
Yeah, he
week.
got 2. I played him in
But
2
only 3
leagues.
targets, 3 receptions.
Yeah, so I don't like that. Waller, he's just gonna get the targets.
Even
at this
though he
point.
dudded the game before.
But that's Patriots. I'm saying like only against the Bills are a great team too.
So we going to see Tyreek Hill go for 0 for 0?
Just saying.
All right. On the Dolphins side of the ball, Fitzpatrick looking good.
He did good except no TD. Like he
Right.
got a rushing TD.
Right. Devontae Parker, man.
But 10 receptions.
Yeah, man.
Jesus.
Preston Williams looking bad. I think Ford is now apparently better than Preston Williams.
Things could change with Tua coming in. We just don't know. But as of right now, Fitz is playing. I just don't like Preston, man.
Browns versus the Cowboys.
Jesus.
Wow, what a freaking
How
game,
are
man.
you gonna let OBJ do that to you, bro? Like he like literally ran like it was like a little maze. And everybody was like, no, I don't want to. No, he was like it was like he had corona or something. People didn't want to touch him.
Oh man, it was disgusting. It was freaking disgusting.
Yeah.
Just
Trash.
went off.
Trash.
Yeah.
Trash.
And he literally could have got that another touchdown where they tackled him in like the 1 or something.
Right. Yeah. Amari Cooper though, bald.
But
Oh.
on the Brown side of things, really quick, we'll go
On
to
the Brown
Cowboys.
side of things,
Oh my God! If you got Kareem Hunt,
I don't want no one wants to
rejoice.
talk about
If
that.
you got Kareem Hunt, you just got a top. You got. In my
You
opinion,
can just say top 5 for now. I mean, I get top 4.
you can say
but
top 5, but I would say the 4th because
Right.
we were talking about it. Zeke, Kamara, Dalvin Cook.
Yeah.
Even a PPR.
Yeah,
I want
definitely
Kareem
have him
Hunt
over Aaron Jones.
over Aaron Jones, over
Yeah.
Derrick Henry,
Yeah.
over
For sure. PPR.
Clyde, over
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor.
There's just such
all
a
of them.
running
run
scheme
heavy team, and he's like insane.
and they're gonna be playing from behind.
Like guys, as much as Chubb looks like, and I can't deny because I don't know too much about like the fundamentals of running, and so everybody says Nick Chubb best pure runner in the NFL. As much as he looks like that, Kareem Hunt looks even better than Chubb sometimes to me. Like he is in freaking insane. I mean, we knew that, man. We all knew that.
Yeah.
Did we know that they were gonna be this big of a split? No. And if you have Nick Chubb in dynasties, I'd be looking to get rid of him.
type of thing.
OBJ, Jarvis Landry, how did he do?
Dece. He did basically he did whatevs, but I was playing him and guess what?
6
He
for 5
threw-
and
he
48.
threw a
He threw the
touchdown.
touchdown, right?
To
37-yard
OBJ.
touchdown.
That's nice.
So he still
I'm
gets
like,
you
oh my god,
9.8 without
OBJ
it.
got the touchdown. I don't care because I'm not playing him. Landry gave it to him. Nice.
Yeah.
Continue his baloney.
Yeah, and Baker Mayfield looking pretty good, I would say. But it's also the Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas
defense.
Cowboys defense just like trash.
On the Cowboys side of the ball, it looks like you want everyone, man. You want Amari, you want CD, you want Gallup. Although
Gallup didn't do that great.
he
though.
didn't do that
3
great,
for 5 targets or
and you
something.
should be looking. I mean,
CeeDee Lamb.
as
though.
much as I said scary, I mean, I don't think anybody expected him to take over Gallup. I
Gallup's-
think we all knew he was going to.
I think
but not
as
this
much as
quickly.
like I just needed to like really, really understand. Gallup plays outside. CeeDee Lamb plays inside makes more sense.
Right. Yeah, man. CeeDee Lamb, huge deal of
Yeah,
this.
Jesus.
Of this. Yeah. Wow.
It's just Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb playing on the inside.
And Zeke's always gonna be Zeke, even though he's looking a little sluggish.
yeah,
I don't care, man. He can look sluggish still at the end of the
Yeah.
time. He's still Zeke.
for sure.
Cardinals versus Panthers. Wow, the Cardinals actually lost, man. 21-31.
They
I
look
don't think anybody
bad.
expected.
They look real bad.
I know. I
mean,
don't think anybody
Hopkins
expected.
did trash.
No, Hopkins did actually good in terms of PPR.
He got 11 points.
In PPR?
Yeah,
Oh, because of the yardage. Because of the yardage, right?
yeah,
I remember. But he got 9 targets for 7 receptions.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
for him, yes, trash. Yes.
Right.
Kenyon Drake, man, biggest news, just garbanzos. Garbanzo beans.
I picked up Edmunds in
Huge
the
deal.
league where I didn't have Austin Eckler here because of injury. So, kind of happy about that. Yeah, I think Edmonds, last year literally happened like exactly this. With DJ, they just threw him out, put Edmonds in. The reason why they even got Drake is because Edmonds got injured. So if Edmonds didn't get injured, he'd definitely still be the back. He's the future of he's looking really good. 6 targets. His yards per carry, way better than Drake's. Yeah, he's just looking like the guy. In my mind, I think right now what's going to happen is Drake is still going to be the 1A. He's just going to be more of the 1B. And if he just continues to do this, I don't see how they don't put him
Yeah.
as at least a 1A.
My only question is I don't know if he will be able to continue to do this, and I think it's less of Kenyon Drake's problem and it's more of the O-line. I mean, yes, Kenyon Drake looks bad. He looks bad, 100%. But I don't think that team is helping him. I just don't think they have the best
I
O-line.
mean, Edmonds is just a younger guy. Maybe they're like close to being this. Maybe Drake is a little could have been more talented, but Edmonds is just a younger dude. Has a lot of energy. At this point, I don't know. I
Yeah.
like him.
I mean, you're still playing Hopkins, right? That's still a lock-in, and Kyler
wouldn't
Murray's
even-
still a lock-in.
I don't
so
think you even say
Panthers, Teddy Bridgewater went off, had a freaking game, looking pretty good, I would say. But it's the Cardinals, so I can't
Yeah.
make too much
Right.
of a thing. Mike Davis again. He did play Atlanta and then Arizona, so it's like, you know what I mean?
that. But he looked good, bro. We saw a lot of his elusiveness.
Right.
His like
he's
his
looking
cuts.
very good.
He's looking good, man. Looking great.
So right now, 100% trade. If you don't need him,
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know who you can
I
get.
don't know what
If you can get any piece for him, I do it instantly.
100%.
And go to the Christian McCaffrey owner and do it.
Right.
In terms of who else? DJ Moore just completely
Robbie
nothing.
Anderson, man.
Robbie Anderson,
The wide receiver one on that team.
100%.
Yep.
Ravens versus Washington. What did Marquise Brown finish with?
I think like 4 receptions for like 90 yards or something like that. Something like that.
It's a pretty good.
Mark Ingram, he got that TD. It's always I mean, I've told a lot of people not to pick Ingram because you're just TD dependent. Like you're
Right.
dependent on can he get you that 6 points.
Right.
Other than that, no running backs. Gus Edwards looks like the guy that's running more than anyone else at
For
this point.
sure.
And Lamar Jackson, that 50-yard run, bro, looked nice.
Crazy.
I guess
And
Washington, it's easy. but
Washington, man.
they just
Ter-
they didn't have
Terry
their
McLaurin did insane.
yeah playing him
Balled out.
great.
Dwayne
Crazy,
Haskins.
bro.
How we
He's
feeling?
just like Haskins.
Yeah.
I never in a million years start him type of thing. In Dynasty, I mean,
314 yards and
314
no TDs.
yards. So all he had to
but
do
he
was
got a rushing TD.
wow. So all he had to do was get 1 or more TDs.
I mean, he
Yeah.
had a good game.
How many points did he
19
finish?
points.
Wow, against the Ravens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Surprise.
All right. Okay.
I
I'm
mean,
backtracking, picking him up in every league, guys.
no.
Pick him up.
Um,
In Dynasty, I'm saying you should be happy in Dynasty.
and their
Dynasty.
yeah. And their
Is he-
running back. Washington's running back.
Yeah. So I have Gibson in all of my Yahoo
did good,
leagues. Love him. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna pivot to because I just picked up my homie. What's his name? On Miami. What's his name's?
Oh, yeah.
We just didn't even mention him during Miami game, but Gaskin.
Gaskin.
So I picked up Gaskin. I'm like, okay, bam, got 22 touches this game. Let's go. I'm like, it's okay because they might even play from behind. He'll get a lot of targets. Got like 9 points for me. And of course, the best
well,
game.
I was trying to tell you.
Wait, the best game. Wait, that my homie did was against the Ravens, and he got 23 points.
Yes, that is surprising. But I was trying to tell you, my dude,
I have a choice.
Antonio Gibson.
Oh yeah,
If you don't have choices,
right.
he's a must start.
Right.
He's gonna be better than anyone you're picking up
For
on the
sure.
waiver wire. I mean, I still think you need to grab your guy, and at least now you have a
had
bench
to.
guy and you have
Yeah.
him. But I think Antonio Gibson, you could do far more worse.
I mean, now I have to play Gaskin. And,
You could do Mark
and
Ingram
Gibson. You have to
or-
understand.
yeah, I get that. But like, you could do Mark Ingram.
For
You could do J.K. Dom. Like, you could do so much worse than that, bro.
For
Like
sure, for
Antonio
sure.
Gibson's a great stash right now.
For sure.
Um,
I mean,
So-
we talked. I mean, how hyped I was on him, and you still weren't hyped on him. So
what do you mean before the season?
even no, when what's his name got in, like left Peterson, you still
Right,
were
I'm
like,
saying, at that point, yes,
you
because
still-
there was no 100. And first of all, I was more right than wrong because you were saying 100% Antonio Gibson's.
no,
the
I
guy,
said
it's
for
over.
the for like
No, you said from week 1.
I didn't say from week.
Yeah,
one.
you did. So I was right about that. What did I think Bryce Love was gonna have a bigger role? First of all, I wanted nobody. I was just trying to
Right,
hop
you
on
wanna
the
know
fo-
one,
the
and I
trend.
think Gibson finishes out as like an RB2 guy.
low end
finishes up-
running back too.
Why RB2?
I guess you're happy with that. I mean, at this
Definitely,
this world,
100%.
in this world with all these running back, I mean, people were saying draft him in round 6. Do I think he's worth a round 6 draft? No. But in this world with all these running backs going down,
100%.
yes. Giants versus Rams,
ugly ass.
ugly game,
Ugly,
9-17.
Jesus.
Yeah, man,
Rams.
it's scary. You know, they're saying Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods, are flex options now because they don't like to throw, they like to run. But listen, they're not gonna be playing the Giants every game.
They probably hope they do.
They hope they do. I don't think that's the case.
I do not like my team. Rams is my squad. They look bad.
They look bad, but I think Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods will still be relevant fantasy options, especially Cooper Kupp for me, only because I think he needs less to do it.
For sure.
I know I'm a little biased, but I'm saying I just feel like
You haven't met anyone more biased than me, bro. Rams is my team. I love Cup and Woods. I'm just scared for them. That's all
I'm
I'm
saying
saying.
I'm for Kupp. I just think that he can have one target, one reception, 60-yard touchdown. Like he can do that.
For sure.
Okay.
And for those of you that got Freeman or whatever off your waivers and all that, la 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 la, I'm not gonna say okay.
And then in terms of Daniel Jones is complete trash. Yeah, man, they need Saquon bad. That they just suck. How did Slayton do? How did I don't think he did. I think he
did that good. Ingram had like 10 targets, but I don't
Or
think he did that good.
Golden Tate.
I don't think that good either, man. None of them.
Right. Bills versus and the Rams backfield. I'm just excited for Cam Akers because it looks like they're both
And then
freaking
out of
trash.
nowhere, Henderson they bet like I don't know what that was because
Yeah.
Henderson actually did pretty good.
Yeah, if you
before he got
started
benched.
Henderson, I'm sorry, like I
Yeah.
did over McKinnon.
Yikes.
Bills versus the Raiders. Bills won 30-23. Josh Allen, man, looking like an MVP contender.
Stud muffin.
Yeah.
He can throw in the ball like
Yeah. And Stephon Diggs, because of that, is looking real nice. John Brown got lucky by that crazy touchdown.
no, he didn't get the touchdown.
Right.
He
They
got
called
8
it back,
points.
but he got those. Yeah.
Yeah, 8 points.
So
Eh.
hey, if you faded him because of us, congrats.
Yeah, it still would have been okay. For
Yeah.
him,
And then in the backfield,
Raiders, Waller is literally the only guy you kind of want on that team at this point. That's kind of what I'm looking at. Of course, Jacobs, but where you got Jacobs at this point, he did have the last 2 games. I wouldn't be too scared. He's played 2 Bills, and before that he played the Patriots, so I wouldn't be too scared. I think Jacobs and Waller, man. Waller is just getting so many targets. I think he's like the TE3 right now. He's
And
looking
if-
great.
and if you played Singletary, you are
Great.
looking real happy.
Yeah. The thing is, The thing is this. Sorry, for those of you that I said don't play Singletary, that's for the thought that Moss wasn't going to play. Was going to play. I didn't know that he was going to be ruled out.
Right.
Clearly, if it was going to rule, I hope you were like, wait a minute, Moss isn't playing. You have to play him.
Right, 100%. But you can't expect that with Moss coming back.
Right.
And then in the next game, Colts versus the Bears. The Colts won 19-11. What an ugly game. Nick
Right.
Foles, I guess, is
Bas-
just complete shit.
I
But they also
believe
played the Colts.
in the Colts look like the real deal, bro.
Yeah, except T.Y.
defensively.
Hilton, man.
I'm talking about defensively. I'm
I
not
know,
talking
yeah.
about
I'm
offensively.
saying offensively. What is going on? Phillip Rivers, it's not T.Y. T.Y. needs to get traded immediately because he's a good receiver. Phillip Rivers is looking like he's 80 years old
Yeah.
and just like hit the crack pipe and is going out there just high as hell throwing balls like 40 feet away from the receiver. Like, what
So
is this guy
trash.
doing?
So
How did he get
trash.
another job? How?
Yeah.
How?
Looks bad. I
Um,
mean, it's also can we maybe think it's the scheme. You know, he's learning this playbook still. I don't know, but he looked bad.
Bro, I mean, clearly his guy, like, he missed T.Y. Hilton on 2 open throws, like, open.
But
The
he
scheme
still didn't
doesn't-
get as many targets as I would hope, like 4 or 5 targets or 4 targets. I don't know.
I think he got more than that.
No,
But
I just checked yesterday.
But Jonathan Taylor, horrible game, man. He didn't get the touchdown, so he only finished with 8.9 points.
Yeah, man. Yikes. I mean, the Bears are pretty good defensively, so I'd have to see. At this point, the last 2 games, last game he got that
5
touchdown.
targets.
I said 4 to 5. Did I not say that?
You
Did I
just
say
said
3
it.
to
I'll
4?
give it
I
to
said
you.
4 to 5.
You just said it. Oh, yeah, I'm Bill Belichick. Yeah. All right. So, but you can't. Jonathan Taylor, you still playing him. Like, you can't be
course.
fading at this point. And then the Bears, the Chicago Bears, Allen Robinson got saved at the end. Hopefully,
Yeah,
you didn't
that
fade
last
him.
play, they got that touchdown with that last play.
Yeah.
Seems like they just wait until that last play to score. They just wait until the last yeah. Allen Robinson, of course, must start.
And then Montgomery had a pretty. He struggled, but he only got 10 carries. He did get 6 targets for 3 receptions, and if he's doing that, that's all you can ask for, man. He
Right.
got you 11
I mean,
points.
he's taking the we're gonna see about Lamar Miller
You know
if
what-
they're really gonna utilize
Right,
him.
right.
But
You know what's funny? I don't even freaking take into account that people play on non-PPR, because if these were
Yes, I would never do
non-PPR
it.
scores, bro, half of those players did trash.
But it's relative. Remember,
Right.
the other players did more trash. But I don't want to play standard. Period. Ever.
No, yeah, we're never gonna talk about
Ever.
it either, ever. So if you are in the standard league, get out. I'm kidding. Don't get out. We need everyone here.
We need, not we need. We want. We love you guys.
Yeah, technically we don't need it, but we want it.
Yes.
Eagles versus 49ers. Last game we're gonna go over 25-20.
Oh my god, I couldn't even watch that game, bro. It was so
So
trash. So trash. These guys suck. All of them.
Yeah, I
everybody.
mean,
Except McKinnon. McKinnon was probably like the only bright spot. And then randomly the quarterback, SF's quarterback, that
Right.
just came in random. I don't know what that was. Yeah,
Yeah.
trash. All of it, trash.
Zach
Ertz looked
Ertz,
like
man.
a 60-year-old grandpa. Couldn't get open. I mean, at the same time, like, people are saying that, but I also could see, like, if a team was smart defensively,
And that's
I
what
would
the
s-
commentators were saying.
I would be like quadruple teaming.
They said
the
that
only
Ertz is getting a lot of pressure.
right,
They
which
were
makes
saying
sense, bro. He's like the only play. Like Ward, you're not gonna be like, oh my god, Ward.
that. Right.
So yeah,
How did Ward do? Nothing, right?
okay,
Okay.
4 catches or
4
something.
catches. And then in terms of the 49ers, McKinnon, George
Kittle
Kittle, man.
balled
George
out.
Kittle's the
Oh
like wow.
my! I mean, I was gonna say yeah, only McKinnon. No, George Kittle, bro. Jesus Christ! I think he got 15 for 15. I think he caught 15 balls for like over 100 yards and like a TD or something like that. Yikes! If he continues like that, Richard was saying. I mean, he's definitely a TE one, but overall, yeah. Overall,
Yeah,
I mean,
and-
you're not always gonna play Philly. First of all,
Yeah, and we didn't really go over the TEs.
and they
Yeah.
Philly lost like in the beginning of the game one of their safeties or
Right.
corners.
Well,
so.
lost Cox, and then he came back. They
Yeah.
lost so many, man. Another O-line. But in terms of TEs, we didn't really go over it in this episode, so let's just go over quick. George Kittle, crazy. Mark Andrews, dependent on
Yeah.
the
TDs.
TDs. Dalton Schultz had a great game, but he got that touchdown.
But he got that. A lot of it happened in the last drive. So
Right, Waller, we talked about him a little. Austin Hooper actually had a great game.
right.
But he had 7 targets, 5 receptions, but he got the touchdown. But
For
even if he
sure.
doesn't, 8.4 points is looking pretty nice.
Right.
O.J. Howard out for the season. Don't need to talk about him. Hawkinson got the touchdown, but other than that, would not be playing him. 2
Of course,
receptions
I
for
had to
9
play
yards.
him.
Witten, got the touchdown, 2 for 18. Evan Ingram, man, 6 for 35. That's great. 10 targets. So I think Evan
I
Ingram
think
is
the
a great
better
piece.
better things are await him.
And Greg Olsen actually had a pretty good game. 7 targets, 5 receptions, 35 yards. See, and that's why I'm saying by the problem for Zach Ertz is like even if he is washed and he's getting you 8-9 points, you are so happy.
Well, people are
If-
saying, should I put Schultz instead of him? You
yeah,
know?
see that's it. Like
That's different. You know?
I-
but it's still
if-
hard. It's still hard, man. I mean, you're playing. The thing is, Philly, bro. For the owners like me, for example, that have Sanders, just for Philly owner people, just in general, the last game and these next 2 games are just hard game. They have like what Houston just had to deal with. They have 3 hard opponents. So if you can kind of get the hurdle out for these 2 games, it's looking way better.
right, and
after that.
Jimmy Graham had a pretty good game for a T. 5 targets, 4
Jimmy
receptions,
Graham?
33 yards. Yep.
Jimmy G.
Chicago. Jimmy G.
Right. But
Uh,
there's 2 Jimmy G's, I guess.
What do you mean?
Garoppolo. Right. Graham.
The tight end.
Right.
I would take 4 receptions, 33 yards.
Honestly, as much as like I just dropped him, but I had to because I had so many T's, whatever. People have to understand, 7 targets is really good when you're. Remember, guys,
5
he's playing the
targets.
Colt. Oh, 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5, yeah.
Right, he's playing the
100%. So pretty much you can't be picky, and honestly, yeah, I don't even know where I stand. Fantasy
you're
football is
sitting.
crazy.
You're sitting.
And then the Monday night games, I'm so happy there are Monday night games. I'm so happy that Kansas City game got pushed
I mean,
back,
honestly, I
kinda.
wish there was Monday and Tuesday.
I wish 100%. What's the
Right.
point of having 2? We're not even gonna be able
Right.
to watch both.
I know. It's
Kansas
trash.
City versus Patriots. You're playing all your usuals: Edelman, Tyreek, Kelsey. And then, like I said, if you had Devontae doesn't play, you can pivot to those guys. You can pivot to
Yes. Yes.
Tonyan. Tonyan, I think,
think-
is a great play.
yeah, I think-
Marquez is going to be an insane play if you have him. If he's on your waiver wire, pick him up.
Potentially, but I can also see them getting triple Tim, getting triple T,
Right.
and the other guy getting Shepard.
100%. He will be trouble. But I'm just saying. who
Shepard
else?
is also like a dart throw.
Right. And on the Kansas City ball, right, Tyreek, Kelsey, Mahomes, Clyde.
Maybe hard if you really are behind.
Right.
Hardman or Robinson.
Right.
Just see if you can get some hitters.
And then Atlanta versus Green Bay. You got the usuals. Julio, Calvin. I probably would be not
Gage.
playing Gage, but
I'm playing Gage.
I probably
I'm
wouldn't.
saying he's a decent flex option, bro.
I'm hoping I'm not. I'm hoping I don't have to.
For sure.
I would not want to play Gage when Julio and Calvin Ridley's in there.
That's the thing. To me, I look him as a player that can easily easily break out, way
Yeah.
better than Hardman, because one, he plays a lot of snaps. Like he's very close in the snap count, and he plays the slot, and he's clearly gonna be
I'll probably get proved wrong here.
Right.
Um,
I'm saying I
Todd
can see
Gurley,
him going away. Okay.
hopefully you don't have him, but if you do, you're playing him.
Right.
And on Green Bay side, Aaron Jones is about to eat. Pretty
Yeah.
much. I think that's it, right?
Yeah, sir. And I'm very depressed, but thank you for making my life a lot easier, Richard, and being so
Of
kind
course.
and amazing. For all you Eckler
So
fans, for all you Chubb fans, or owners, for all you Saquon owners, I'm sorry, but you just gotta keep going, bro. You gotta keep pushing. The good thing, the thing that I think is positive, is that it's happening early in the season as opposed to later,
Right.
because then you might be just completely trashed out of it.
Because then you get to Russell Gage it.
So just make some maybe trades. Hopefully you get some good waivers. So.
Well, yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, hit that subscribe button, hit the like. It helps us get new followers. Let's go with 35 by next Sunday. Is that a good goal?
I like that.
35 subscribers.
5 new a week. I
Yep,
like that.
once a day. If you can get one a day, we're rocking it. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, leave us a review. It helps us tremendously. And yeah, guys, thank you so much. We should have our rankings up Wednesday morning, I believe. And to another week of fantasy football. At least it all didn't get canceled because of COVID. And
Right.
yeah, guys.
And thank you, Donald Trump, for being the one that made football happen, right? He said that?
Yeah, I know he said that, which is just dumb as hell.
Right.
But yeah, guys, have a good one.
All right.
We'll see you next time.
Peace.
Tomorrow's the Waiver Wire Show. Don't miss it.
You don't miss it.
Peace.
Thank you for joining the Fantasy Football Brothers for another episode. Visit our website at thefantasyfootballbrothers.com. Check us out on social media at the Fantasy Football Brothers. See you next time.